I just got the Pura 3. I already have one Pura 4, and I actually just got another Pura 4 as well. I am in love with the Pura 4 so much, and I plan to put these throughout the household. And Pura was having a special, which gave me one of each. So in this video, I want to unbox the 3 and also compare it to the 4. Well, let's get into it. So here's how the Pura 3 looks out of the box. It has the same twist on this piece right here, so you can make sure that the essential oils are facing upwards. You always want to make sure that they're facing up so they don't drip. It will use the exact same oil cartridges as the Pura 4 does, and to access that, you just open it up and you can pop them in. Let me compare it real quick to the Pura 4 visually for you before I talk about the rest of the differences. Now, this is also a brand new Pura 4. And both boxes come with spaces for essential oils if you ended up going with a starter set. I did not, so those are empty in both of these. These are just empty boxes. Now here's the Pura 4 unboxed as well. Off the bat, you'll notice that the Pura 4 is a little more streamlined and a little smaller, which I really appreciate as I do have to have some of these in sight, and it's nice to have something that looks good on the wall. They both have the nightlight feature. The Pura 3 feature is larger, and they both open up to put in the essential oils. Now you may see on each of them that there's this little button right here. That is a key button to be aware of. That is the reset button. And I will say that in my time using Pura, they can be a little buggy. But once you get it working, it is so smooth. The main trick is downloading the app, connecting these to it, and then putting in the fragrances. With the Pura 3, you have to scan the barcode on each fragrance, so you're telling the Pura manually what you're putting in it, whereas the Pura 4 will actually automatically recognize the fragrances and know that you put them in it. The Pura 3 is not nearly as smart, as it really does just work with the schedule you have, and when those fragrances run out, it won't be able to tell you that. You'll just have to notice and change at that time. Whereas the Pura 4 will actually warn you before a fragrance runs out, and it also has adaptive technology, meaning that it will change how much it's diffusing based on the temperature and humidity of your home. Now, I have no idea how exactly you'd test that, but I would say that the one in our living room has given a very consistent smell when I want it to run for over a month now, despite a variety of changes in temperature and humidity. But the best part about these to me is that you can fully control your schedule. I love having it turn on in the morning for just a blip of time, and then it will actually go off during the day and turn back on in the later afternoon when the whole family's here. And then I have it run a little bit more after dinner time as a calming effect. I only put one smell in mine, but you can have 2 smells in it and switch between those smells throughout the day. One thing I have noticed is once it stops running, within 20 to 30 minutes, the smell is pretty much gone. So it's really up to you how much you want it to diffuse. You have complete control. And you not only have on-off control, you also control how much is diffusing. Now, I have read a lot of reviews on these since getting my first Pura 4, and I would recommend the Pura 4 simply because it's the newer technology, it's getting firmware updates, and it's getting software updates. So there's more to come with this one. However, the Pura 3 is still solid in its own right. And one of the nice things about the Pura 3 is that it's already been well proven. They've already figured out a lot of the bugs. It's going to work cleanly. Yes, you have to take pictures of things. Yes, it doesn't look as streamlined, but it is a solid option. Obviously, this one is a little more expensive, so that's a piece to keep in mind as well. I don't think you can go wrong with either of these options. Just pick some really wonderful scents, and I hope you love your scent journey with Pura.